Greetings, greetings. This is Sunday Dailies. This is Sunday Dailies. Sunday Dailies. The 36th edition. The 36th edition. Oh man, it's been a while. Yeah, I was sick last week. It lasted until Saturday, but I feel better now. But man, I've hardly ate Thursday and Friday. I didn't enjoy it that much, but I didn't care because I don't celebrate those. I'll get sick around that so-called Thanksgiving. But you know how it is. I don't care for it like that, like y'all do. And shouts out to Gully TV on that day too. On that Thursday, he said, "Beware of pork aggressive. They become aggressive eaters. You know, the pork eaters, the pork eaters, the swine eaters. Right? It's in Leviticus. Yeah, it shit's wild, man. Like, no, that shit's for real. That shit's for real. That shit is for real. And I'm just saying, like, it's just what it is, man. Like, I'm not saying that to be crazy, but you know what that means. It's just crazy. I don't know, man. But I had to slow down. But I had a recording. I didn't want to get popped, you know what I'm saying? Like it was something about a recording. But today's Sunday, Sunday dailies, the 36th edition. So I'm gonna talk about a few things and what's going on and on YouTube and Zip and Ten's going at it once again. He made a video and then they got him with the pink shirt thing. I started dying and was watching it for 2 hours. And I said, I fell asleep on it when it came out because it came out on that Friday, but I fell asleep because I was sick and I had the sinus headache and I slept it off and then I felt better Saturday. So mainly I'm just chilling, just seeing what's going on YouTube and things like that nature and building my platform as always, not I ain't saying building, it's already been built. It's just I can extend it some more, but I don't really care for YouTube like that. I just use it as a hobby and as things like that nature. I treat YouTube what it is. I don't treat it like, oh, he's getting money, like this ain't for money. It's a hobby what I do. I don't care. It's not about who sucks at YouTube. It ain't got nothing to do with that. Cause when the niggas chasing the bag, you're doing a podcast show. I ain't trying to be a podcast on this. Podcasting ain't my thing. Podcasting was just a thing that I did in the pandemic period. Because if I really wanted to do it professionally, yeah, I would have got paid and talk about different range of topics, and that's it. We can do it for 50 minutes or to an hour. If it's a long show, 2 hour show, we can be on microphones and chill and get our notes, do what we do, and do the research on a cell phone. It's easy, and that's how you keep up with it. But that's the thing that people don't understand. Like, they say, why is this nigga talking to a microphone and whatever? Well, I had this mic since last Christmas, last year. And so far, I enjoy this microphone, and I love how it sounds, and I'm good with it, and it's in good demand. You know what I mean? It's a popular. It's been around for a couple of years. It's been around for a minute. This different series on. They got a bigger one that's a tube mic. I think it's the 1040 LCT 1040 the Lewitt. That thing has a lot of sounds and buttons, but it's a tube thing. I saw it on a review, and everybody love it. They on fire. This brand has been on fire. That's why you see the wristband. Um, yeah, the wristband I got from them. And I wear it all the time. I don't care, but I love it. That's the reason why I do these all the time. But Sunday dailies is just something I stick with, but I keep it in motion of what's going on. But they talking about that war over there from October 7th. I don't give a shit about that. That's one of the worst things to talk about, really. It's a distraction. And then you had the shield on Kim Iverson's show. He was a shield, but one thing he did expose is Kennedy got assassinated by the government, of course. The three leathers that y'all already know I'm gonna say. I don't really care for them like that. They've been exposed, okay? But he'll never talk about that Masonic order controls all that because he is a paid agent in the shield. That's why Rumble is kind of like tit for tat, you know what I mean? Because they are like, I don't think they're pro that. They want to be in the spot where those guys are. they ain't really doing nothing. It's just another platform competing against YouTube, and they're all smoke screens because YouTube is a figment platform to the higher governments. They can get rid of that platform anytime and let Rumble take its spot. That's the possibility what I'm seeing right now. See, YouTube is YouTube, but what's saving it is there's an Elon Musk guy want it. That's what's gonna happen. Just separate the content. But Google controls YouTube. Always remember that. They could sell YouTube to anybody because they don't want to be fooling with it in the future. Watch. Because everybody's gonna be divided. I'm just telling it like it is. But when people get caught up on the madness and they get distracted and not knowing the truth, yes, and they use the CT word, the CIA, by the way, I'm just gonna say CIA. Nobody's not going for that shit no more. They've been exposed. They're not just the powers that be. No, just go and say who's the real powers that be. It's a Masonic family. And the reason everybody's scared to say it, they don't want to get destroyed. That's what this war is all about. It's about the Edomites versus everybody else. Esau's getting exposed and he can't hide no more. We've been saying it for I've been saying it for like 11 years. Actually 12 years. Matter of fact, 2011 through the 11 years, then I lost my channel, and then I made this channel, and then also made what you would call Twitter, but they call it X now. I did that in the same year. Got this channel in April. Lost the channel prior to it in March. I had an old channel from '07 from 2012 and lost it. Built this channel and made it into a different direction and spoke the truth about our people and our research and all that other stuff. And then I made a Twitter account that's just simply not just for entertainment, but anything. I didn't that ain't for anything. That was just for the stuff that I cared about. I just want to be in the cut on that. That's like my entertainment shit. Same with the Instagram. I did that years ago. It ain't nothing. I'm keeping Instagram. Instagram is simple. I don't need much. I stay with it. Twitter, on the other hand, formerly known as Twitter, they call it X now. X is the thing now. When X became X, data. Stay with it. And I stayed with X and I said, you know what? I'm gonna keep this. And that's the only page I'm gonna keep for good. Ain't nothing else on there, get deleted like that. I've been on here for a long time. Oh, I've been on there since I was like, what, 24? I was 24 at the time. I was 24 when I created this. I was 23 when this channel was created, but I was going on 24 that year. I was 24 because my birthday is like, I will say like the next month, but it was the next month when I became 24. That's when I really got into my shit. That 2012 year was something else. I mean, they thought it was the end of times and all. It was the end of Esau, who was talking about it. Prophecies was coming down, he can go anytime. But he held on so long. We got this war in October 7th. That's what this whole thing's about. So we're not gonna get into it, the two groups and all that. He's been exposed as left and right, left and right. But now we get to see people are tired. Got all these, I call them theorists. I don't use the word CT. That's CIA talk. We call them theorists. Theorists are right-wing idiots, derelicts. Their job is to distract y'all. They're controlled opposition. When you're controlled opposition, you know what's going on. But people forget that controlled opposition is going to do what they're going to do. But when people don't understand that controlled opposition is so much focused on the wrong things, they get caught up on the little stuff. You know what I mean? Just the little stuff that they can't compact it into. You know what I'm saying? They don't realize that, yeah, I got a microphone and I'm talking my shit and doing whatever. But little did they know, people are watching them. Yeah, they watch you on Rumble. They got you. They got you. They got you. But you got to be mindful. People are going to watch you for good. They trying to compete with YouTube, and they had a blackout period last week. Elon and them, they was fighting for their freedom. You know what I'm saying? They try to make it political, but no, Rumble's just a nice option. It's a decent option. It ain't the best option. It's a decent option. It's a decent option. It's a decent option. Oh, I didn't see it. Oh, I didn't see it. Okay. Oh, so they good. Oh, they got a scrolly thing. Okay, I didn't say that. He said you got to do better. Yeah, I'm gonna put this. Yeah, I'm gonna put this on my boy right here. Okay, I'll watch him later. But you got to do better. You got to do better. You got to do better. But Hassan Campbell, man, they talking about him getting shot left and right, and it's just what it is, and you know, and that's just type of the stuff that you got to see. But he's got to do better. He's got to do better. He's got to do better. All that brolic shit ain't gonna help you, bro. You're not welcome in your old neighborhood, and they try to say he's from Nebraska. Really, I'm not surprised, you know. And if he was born and raised in New York, that's cool. But if you live out in Nebraska, he probably was a transplant because you got a lot of transplant niggas living in New York. I'm gonna tell you that right now. A lot of them ain't from New York. They're transplants, you know. And New York don't have a lot of niggas up there. I'm gonna tell you that by the migration period. Most of them, and I got some folks that's from the Queens, the Long Island area on my father's side. They went up there. The rest is just from somewhere else, and then they became transplanted here and there and there. It's the same way in the other state, but most of the niggas is in the South. I'm just telling you right now. We got the guns, we got everything. But niggas in New York, it's like they're not even on the same. No, it's a lot of transplanting. You got a lot of ethnics up there. And that's what makes New York an empire. It's the way it is, the way it's shaped. You already know. Same with Jersey. Same with Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania got a lot of niggas, but ain't got that many. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of us down south. You know how it is. But if you're born and raised in other areas, now Illinois, you already know they got niggas. St. Louis, yeah, them niggas is about it. Chicago's big. They got a history of transplants. In the early 50s, I believe, and like that, 40s and 50s. I'll say 40s and 50s. And then after that, the influx of neighborhoods came. Blacks became the standard, and in the 60s, they ruled that. And a lot of bodies, a lot of dead bodies up there. A lot of people just born out of wedlock acting crazy. But you know how it is. That's the hood and whatever. Black folks is maintaining what they are. So basically, it is what it is. The Midwest, we got it on lock. We got the South on lock. That's it. The West Coast, it's not much. It was a lot of us, but not much. Everybody's going right back to the South and the Midwest and whatever and whatnot. So I look at these things like, son, man, this clown, this big brolic dude that say he got molested by Africa Bambaataa and things like that. That goes to show you where we are today as people. Now he accused that guy. I don't care from that clown Bambaataa, that Planet Rock bullshit. That shit is trash. I'm just gonna tell you right now. Anybody's a fan of him, you're delusional. His music is garbage. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. Because his music's so garbage, it's just like, you know what it is. Hold on for 1 second. I'll be right back. But anyways, when you got somebody that try to dictate everything, and you know that Hassan Campbell is not the type of guy that y'all should be listening to, right? Now he should go see a therapist and get off this internet stuff. Quit trying to be a tough guy. You're not. And like I said, he's hilarious. He is hilarious sometimes because people put clips on him. I don't watch his channel like that. I don't really care. But Zip be tearing his ass up, man. But I try to tell you, the filthy section is where it's at, man. It's the latest content, drama. You want to go over there? Them niggas know how to get it on over there. They're about that. But you got a lot of niggas crying about they're not making content, but you got to make sure that your content is on point. You got to have real content. And I think Gully TV said it best. If you're not on YouTube making real content, you're not gonna last long. See, I last long. My views go up when it lasts. When people's new and they come see the situations, what's going on. I've been talking about it. I don't get the support that I do because you got suckers on here. They pick and choose who they want to watch. Because long form content is what it is. That's what YouTube is. It's always gonna be that. If you do that, you do that. TikTok's not there yet. If TikTok has it, that's something to invest in. I was thinking about TikTok, but you got to invest in it. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to invest in TikTok. So it's pretty much the same in in so many terms. You just get into it and you be like, all right, this is TikTok, right? But that's how you got to invest in it, right? But that's how you got to look at it, you know. But that's the big investment that what you want to see in TikTok, and you just want to get in and you get in, you fit in. And I understand that a lot of people get caught up and be like, all right, this guy's thin and all this other stuff. But yeah, but they don't understand I got this microphone. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, my stand is right behind on the board. You know what I mean? Yeah, I got this little table here and other mics. And they said, what's this microphone right here? Well, this is a USB. This is a USB. I got an XLR one. I got so many XLR ones, it's not even funny. They're laying around here. I'm here. They said, this thing got here. I got a mic right here, right beside me, right? Talking about that. I know everybody hates mics, but fuck y'all. I'm gonna talk about my shit. I ain't the only one that's a gearhead around here either. Niggas always want to hate microphones, man. And I'm used to the hate. I don't give a shit. Fuck them. Because these niggas is lame. They can't make no content. I can. That's why I'm consistent. I do what the fuck I do and I ignore the rest. Most of these niggas can't even think straight. Think they smart than somebody, but they stupid as hell when they can't make content. Like, you niggas is lame, bro. Stop it, bro. They say you don't need a microphone to do content. Like, stop it. Yes, you do. Because when you compete with guys that's making money and threaten people's content, you better have a microphone. You got to be loudest in the room. But on a live stream, that's not impressive. Anybody can cam up and get a microphone. Like anybody can do that. Anybody can do that. But it's not about just having $400 for a microphone. This is like what 270. The mic I'm having is $270. That's a $270 mic. And my other gear is less price than that. So I can turn up as loud as I want to and keep it official with y'all. I can talk without a microphone too. Now everybody has to do that. I've done that. I've done that years ago without a microphone. Use a cell phone and then the computer as my mic. I've done that. That shit's played out. I did that 11 years ago. You niggas, what y'all doing now, that's some shit that I used to do back in the day. I don't do that shit no more. Did that give a whole lot of views? Hell no. Got me in 100 views, yeah. But did it give me a lot? No. No. I was young then. I'm older now, so I can't do the certain things I did in the past. That shit's old. You niggas, what y'all talking about is shit that I don't even care nothing about. You know what I'm saying? That shit that I did, that was 11 years ago, man. I mean, YouTube is where it's at. I'm staying right here. I'm not fucking with it like that. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. And we do it all the time. Just keep with it. Just keep with it. We ain't pressing nothing. We ain't pressing nothing. We just keep it what it is. Like most people just get caught up on the wrong shit and they act like we care about it. We don't care about it like that. We don't care about it like that. We don't care about it like that. But But y'all get caught up on the wrong things and act like that's what we cared about. But I just had to speak my mind. It's like current events and what's going on in the Sunday dailies. Football's been doing good. My Eagles is 9-1, and I know they play against somebody, but that Thursday game was crazy. Cowboys beat down the Commanders like I predicted, and it's just what it is. It's just what it is, and they just predicted what I've always felt, you know, and they just gonna predict what I'm seeing right now, and I'm just like looking at it, and then that's the game that I did see. But the Packers, they beat the Lions. I'm not shocked by it. The Jets, they played the next day. They had like two games because of that Black Friday thing, and so it's like, let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, I have to put this down. So it is what it is, but I'm just looking at it like that's just how I look at it. Like, most people just don't understand that. I've been watching my usuals on the watch laters and stuff like that. It's nothing interesting on YouTube. Like, as we can tell, everything's been washed and watered down and stuff like that. It's been dry. I try to tell you, this content creation is good, but it's been dry. Everybody knows YouTube has gone down the drain. Like, nobody wants to do anything no more because ever since that war started, everybody got divided, and it divided everybody. And that's what's going to happen in the future if they ain't nobody ain't careful. And that's just how I'm going to look at it. And that's how I'm going to look at it. But that's what you're seeing right now. It's a wash content creation, but in this the Wong. Let me stop. I'm over here tripping. But it is what it is. It's a wash nation. And everybody's doing different things, and that's a good thing. You're not talking about relationship content that died out. That was a 2020 thing. Everybody was getting emotional, getting triggered because everybody was locked in. If you notice during the pandemic days, everybody was talking about that. That was the hottest thing going. Everybody was locked in because men and women couldn't touch each other for like the whole month, the whole year, like the whole 2 years. And in 2021, everybody went crazy. They exploded in 2021, and they exploded in 2021 was a good year, and people was a little bit outside, but they couldn't travel. Everybody was still isolated. It was the pandemic years, and that was it. 2021 was a mess. That whole year was a mess. But 2022 came around. That's when people kept traveling, acting crazy. 2022 to me was a wash year. And the reason I felt it was washed, a lot of people said, I'm gonna do something different. No, you didn't. You just did the same bullshit you always did. And then when Elon bought Twitter, call it X now, that's when things changed. Everybody started rumbling it up, right? 2022 was a good year. That was a solid year. That was that year. But in 2023 came around, this has been the best year I've been on the internet. 2023 has been a good year for me. Um, it's close to the end, or as we've seen, this is probably the best years I've had. I have never been in a situation that I've seen that's bad. You know what I'm saying? Like I've never seen nothing like it. But what you see is what you get. But I understand why people get caught up on the other stuff, and then they get messed around and things like that nature. But that's the hope for. So when you hope for is when you do content creation, you just understand that there's other things to talk about. In the sports world, the NBA is on fire. They've been bullying LeBron for the last couple of days. They don't care about LeBron. They was whooping his ass and told him like, "Nigga, you ain't shit. Get the fuck out of here, nigga." You know what I mean? They be on his head. And then you got the guy from Dallas was pushing back, and he went and Bron tried to intimidate him. No, he pushed him back. He said, "Oh, nigga," he said, "Fuck you." But that's what I like to see. That's the NBA I like. Now the Celtics is 12-4. Yeah, they was 12-4. I don't say the Celtics was 12-4. They probably, they record as we can tell, they on top still. And and then you got the Lakers is on the bottom with a decent record, but Minnesota's on top. Denver is down fifth place, but that's still early. The West is fun. It's fun again. It's still early. It's still early. Detroit is on the bottom as usual. Spurs, I try to tell you, it's a 5 to 10 year project. Ain't got nothing to do with that. That's the NBA. NBA's like that. NBA's like that. So let's see what the NFL is doing, because we know last week the NFL is what it is. Is what it is, 7-3, 8-3. Okay. Okay. The Titans on the bottom. My Eagles is 9-1. I forget who we played today. Cowboys won last week, so they 8-3. If they would have lost, they'd have been 7-4. But you know how that goes. You know how that goes. Lions is 8-3. Cowboys is 8-3. They got the same lead. 49ers 8-3. Seahawks 6-5. They'd have been 7-4. They would have won. But it's pretty much, all whatever. We beat Kansas City though this past Monday. We beat Kansas City. And I'm glad. I'm glad we beat Kansas City. I can't stand them damn Chiefs. They'll be good in that division, but they ain't coming out of the AFC. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Patrick Mahomes is good, but I don't think they're going to Super Bowl this year. It's one of them years they ain't going, because they could get beat. They can get beat. They wasn't supposed to win that. It can be anybody in the Super Bowl. I got Miami and Philadelphia. And Philadelphia is just a better team. And if Hurts wins a Super Bowl, man, I'm sticking with that team for a long time. If Philadelphia gets another Super Bowl, I love it. That's gonna be a good period. I don't know about 76ers, but it seems like it. But we're in that era, though. We're in that era where the world's changing, man. People are not going to back the way it used to be, and just like, we're gonna stay here and stay here, right? But the sports it's on pace on what it is. But a lot of, like I think says, a lot of people are tired of going to back and forth and the wars and all this other stuff. And the war we're talking about from the last month, it's irrelevant. Like, we're not gonna get into that. That's a money thing, and I know what that's about. That's going to extend, but it's going to be an ongoing thing. We'll hear much about it probably next year, because it's been going on this month since then, and now they have like a little ceasefire. But I highly doubt it's going to be a ceasefire. But there will be retaliation on the other side. They're preparing for it. They're trying to make some hostages swap. But we got to see it though. We can't just say, "Oh, they're gonna make a hostage swap. They're gonna swap back and forth." And blah, blah, blah." They're not gonna do none of that. There's gonna be some retaliation on the other side. Just mark my words. And we're not gonna step in because we ain't got enough guns. We're so stretched in the military. We out of there. We're out of there, Jack. I told you this. I said this 2 years ago about the military, and I said this last year too on vlog streams. I told you this was gonna happen. Esau, and be careful, his kingdom is done. But you got a lot of people that are so butt on here, don't want to talk about things. They just want to dodge around the issue. No, the internet's changing, bro. People ain't going for it, and this site is collapsing. Everybody's going other ways. That's what it is. Now, like I said, you can't say nothing no more. Yeah, you can. Just don't put it as your title. Just strike it down. It's the title, the frequency. The AI is done. They don't care anymore. Like, nobody's fucking with YouTube like that. YouTube has been done. I told you this. It died years ago. because you idiots ruined it and made it drama written. And drama's not content, bro. It's irrelevant. Nobody likes YouTube like that. And if they like my videos more than that, you already know it's coming. But I know people gonna hate. I don't upload because I don't give a fuck about none of you subscribers like that. The ones that came here late, I'm talking about the ones that be trolling on my shit. If you're looking for entertainment, I'm not an entertainer. I am a vlogger and a blogger. I'm a scholar in my own right. I teach certain people how to move different out here. And I deal with philosophy and information. I do research. That's what this channel is basically is research. That's all I do. That's all I do. And that's the main thing I do because my whole video reflects on that. So I talk about things that matter. I talk about current events a lot. That's my path that I chose this coming around when I did the podcasting and things like that, how to deal with media and information. That's my channel is based off on how to deal with certain content creators and deal with certain people. But it's not a place that you're gonna find entertainment. I'm a little entertaining, but I'm not no entertainer. I tried that route. It's cool, but you don't get paid for it. You get robbed and people want to make money off of you and then take your shit and everything. I'm not with that shit. If you're here for the short ride, get off my channel. But if you're here for information and knowledge and then I drop a little jewels, that's cool. But not one of these channels, man. You're not gonna dictate what comes on here or whatever. I don't give a fuck about it. What nobody said, the hell with you. Don't try to tell me how to build my channel. I know how to build my shit. The reason I'm not getting traction is because people are not interested in my shit like that. That's just a fact. I learned this years ago and I know what YouTube was on. Pre-records ain't what it used to be. They're not giving us views and it went down because YouTube. It's their system. It's their new system that I don't like. The more they add shit, the more I don't care about it. I'm on it, but people don't care about it as much. I'm not one of these channels that you can just no. I'm these channels. I just don't get no credit for it. You know what I'm saying? I just don't get no credit for it. Y'all excuse me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm back. I'm back. My sinus trying to act up again, but oh yeah. When it's closed in, the heat gets like that. But sometimes you just gotta look at it like if you're doing content creation, think about other topics you can talk about instead of relationships and all the goofy stuff and the fringe so-called red pill spaces. They're all fake, by the way. They're not red pill. I'm more red pill than most of these motherfuckers. I talk about shit that matters, like wars, despair, and you name it. Talk about what's currently happening to us right now. The shit they be talking about is a bunch of BS. It's not realistic. It's not real. These dudes ain't out there like that. They try to say, "Oh, he ain't out there in the field. It ain't about being out in the field, nigga. Fuck out of here. It's nothing out in the field. You niggas never been out in the field. I've been out in the field for years, and I can tell you, all the girls are the same, bro. All these females are the same. I'm not saying women. I'm saying females. I don't call them women. A real woman wouldn't have time for that. She'll focus on what you need and things like that. It's give and take, but it's not no 50-50. I don't believe in that either. I believe that if she caters to you, make you happy, and then you cherish her, bam, that's it. Outside of that, you got hoes out here. You got the modern world is nothing but hoes trying to be real women, which they're not. And that's not a it's a bad thing for the righteous, yes, but in a way they're trying to reform. It's not really a bad thing to most, but it's actually a good thing. But some people might like that. I may not like that, but I understand why certain people might like that. I'll break it down. I understand what they're trying to do. If they're trying to change, that's cool. But you got a lot of square things out there trying to be them, which is crazy to me. Which is crazy to me. Which they are dweebs out here. When I say dweeb bitches, I'm talking about bitches that claim that they're stars, peace stars, but they're not. See, OnlyFans is a joke. Let me break down OnlyFans to you. Most of that shit, if you say from OF or OnlyFans, I'm gonna break this down to you. A lot of them bitches, a lot of them dogs, you know, that's what it means, female dog. You know what I mean? They be barking all that shit. You know what I mean? Let me see some design. They be focused on the wrong shit. But in reality, they ain't showing nothing. A lot of people, a lot of these dudes I've seen from other platforms trying to say that I'll be on different platforms, not on YouTube, but on different platforms that I like, the different apps, and I'll be listening to their comments, and they're saying, she's a disappointment. And these are the models, like, say, if we follow them Instagram and Twitter, right? And they are a disappointment because they don't show enough skin, right? And I see why. Because they're models. And if I would have told those fellas, dude, they're models. Models are trying, they're worse than artists. They're worse than rap artists. A lot of these models that you see that are plus size and in between and all that regular models, they done took over the game in the sexual market. They ruined it. They're just not feeling that. Yeah, they pictures is everywhere on every free peace sites. I mean porn sites. But you know, they're on these sites for a reason. And yes, their followers steal their pictures and put them on other platforms. They act like they said that don't happen. They check it. No, no, they'll find a way to put it. They got it. They got you. They just put it on the platforms. The dummies that tell these O's, um, they get triggered. Why they get triggered? They get triggered because I feel there's no need to get triggered. You're just making them more popular. They don't understand the dudes that's doing that. You're making them more popular so people can look at. They don't want to be popular if you take the so-called work. It really ain't work. It ain't really yours. Yeah, it's your work. Yeah, you made it. But is it really your work if you put it on OnlyFans? No, it's not. It's not really your work because you realize it will never be your work. Anytime I see a model or a star, a flick star, right? They understand it's over for them. They can never go back. You're a superstar. You know, you get all these promotions, they get money, they get, contracts, and that it's over for them. They want to be on TV on a podcast now and talk their shit. And I understand that because everybody's doing it. Because they ain't got nothing else to do. Because when they was getting blown out, that's what it is. And a lot of these dudes tripping about the sexual shit. I'm gonna kill that in a minute because we're gonna kill this topic in about a few minutes. Well, I say about a minute. I'll tell you this. They don't last long. So when you see these models, right, from OnlyFans, they're fake, by the way. They post the same shit over and over again. They're trying to be stars, and they never will be. I'm not talking about the ones that done it for years and years and done it professionally, done it great, better than them. I'm talking about these lame amateur ones, these wannabes that try to be amateur that used to be models, but they don't show enough skin. Those are the ones that's killing OnlyFans, and they ruin their stock. And that's why a lot of people are not taking it seriously, not person. Yeah, it costs $1 billion, but nobody's not person. I know one model was saying that on X, and I say, you're right, baby. They're not person. You know why? Because y'all post the same shit over and over again. Nobody's entertained. It's free on other sites. Why would I go to yours and it's free everywhere else and we can see your shit from other areas? And it ain't nothing special. It's a fact. if y'all listen to this from the clouds or whatever, not subscribe to YouTube or whatever, I want y'all to hear this. It don't matter. They got your shit. And the people that follow you on OnlyFans, they're suckers, man. All it is you're helping them to get powerful, but in reality, it can backfire. You know what I'm saying? Like if you turn on the disgruntled long-time fan of yours on OnlyFans, they'll post your shit somewhere else. They'll do some shit like that. You ain't gonna stop people from that. I'm sorry, it's just the truth. Like, stop begging. That's why a lot of females don't post their OnlyFans on X. The ones that know the game, they don't do it no more. They cut that shit off and delete it or whatever. And some of them keep it like an idiot because they need money. Most of them are hurting out here. And the ones that ain't, they don't use that shit no more. And I get it. I get it. Sad but true. Do they use their shit? Probably so. But a lot of people don't like OnlyFans. Well, a lot of them did at the time during the pandemic. Now they want to delete and turn. No, it's on forever. They got your shit. If you delete your OnlyFans, somebody's got your pictures and saved. If they was a subscriber to yours, they got your pictures. Or they saved your shit. And they go to post it on other platforms. So just because you delete it doesn't mean your photos are not deleted offline. You think that, you're delusional. That's why these females are not smart, bro. They're delusional at times. I'm talking about the ones that's in the industry. They're so stupid and don't realize the guys got your pictures. So technically, they're winning. The hoes ain't really winning. Short term, they was winning at the time. Yes, the Britney winners. Long term, they're actually losing. They're not really fucking winning. They're losing. And they're losing bad because they ruined everything. That's why in 2023 was 2022 was the exposed year, and the bigger exposure 2023 is continuing. In 2024, y'all, it's no more of y'all. Nobody's feeling y'all no more. The jig is up. Everyone wants change, and ain't nobody with it. Now everybody's single again, just like it was in 2019. That pandemic gave everybody a break. Afterwards, they collapsed. Nobody evolved. But several people evolved, but nobody evolved after that. Y'all stay stagnant. And just like I predicted, y'all ain't going nowhere. It's always somebody better. Speaking facts. And y'all not really doing nothing. So with that, until next time on Sunday Dailies, the 36th edition. Yes, children of Israel pray to these in the name of Yah, of course, and Gentiles, of course. Yes, I got raw with it, Lydia, a little bit, but you know how it is on Sunday Dailies. We talk about various things and talk about what's going on the internet and things like that. And currently what I'm seeing on different platforms, I talk about a lot of things. But like I told y'all, just be mindful what you're looking at and what you're seeing. All this is coming to a close because the war is dividing everybody up, and I'm seeing everybody changing. So nothing lasts forever, and that's it. So with that, until next time, I'm signing off and I'm out.